nicely backed here. So Harry Cash into 8-1 from 11-1. Big one of the day, Adieu Toxter, coming up right now.
Leads the way as they head past the judge first time round. Red Rocco is prominent with Phil the Power. In against the rail is Wick Hill, and they're followed by Harry Topper. Next West End Rocker and Alfie Spinner. And then Alpha Victor, and then wide on the course Lockbar from Bradley, Summary Justice and stablemate Emperor's Choice. Goulanes is held up towards the rear as they make their run out towards the far side. Are You Right, Chief and Suncloud, others towards the back of the field with Pete the Feet as they cross the first fence. Leaders all streaming over it safely. The last to take it was Goulanes as stablemate Junior cuts out the running as they head on towards fence number 2. Harry Topper, the top weight in the maroon and yellow with the noseband, is very wide on the course but racing handily. Phil the Power in black and yellow is well there as they cross the second fence, and Harry Topper blundered, made a serious mistake there. And Nick Schofield did really well to keep the partnership together. On towards the third fence, Junior leads, but only narrowly from West End Rocker, Phil the Power. Harry Topper still well there. Close up behind them races Red Rocco, and that one followed then on the inside by Wick Hill as they race over that fence. The next was Lockbar in green and maroon, and then follows the stripes, blue sleeves of Alfie Spinner. Are You Right, Chief, the Irish Raider, now ridden by David Casey's in purple and yellow in the mid-division at this stage, followed by Suncloud. Summary Justice is towards the outside of the field, just behind Bradley. Goulanes is still held up towards the back. On the inside is Alpha Victor as they cross the next over on the far side of the course. No change up front there, with West End Rocker coming through to press Junior for the lead. They show by a couple from Phil the Power as they leave the back for the first time. Lockbar's improved to share fourth, with Wick Hill on the inside, the green and yellow hoops, the white cap. Then Harry Topper, followed then by Red Rocco, who's hunting up the leaders for Jamie Bargery. Next is Alpha Victor, and then midfield is Alfie Spinner, just behind Phil the Power. And then towards the left as they enter the straight is on the wide outside Summary Justice, and also Bradley as they cross the first in the straight, a plain fence. The last to take it there was just Summary Justice in company with a held up Suncloud in the dark blue armlets on the sleeves and the noseband. Pete the Feet towards the inside in 2 shades of blue is also in the rear division, crossing the open ditch for the first time, and again they all take it safely with Suncloud the last to rise. On towards the next 2 fences as they head up towards the stands with still over 2 circuits ahead of them, and it's Junior continuing to vie for the lead with West End Rocker. Red Rocco in the yellow cap close behind them in company with Lockbar, Phil the Power. Then towards the wide left is Harry Topper and Bradley. Just behind the leaders races Alfie Spinner. Goulanes has now made a little bit of ground, racing in the mid-pack with the light blue and pink with the matching headgear. They're followed closely on the inside by Pete the Feet, who's racing just behind Wick Hill. Towards the back, Emperor's Choice. Suncloud still ridden with restraint is the trailer. And amongst the back markers, Are You Right, Chief? And also Summary Justice as they head past these stands, 2 circuits ahead of them in the Betfred Midlands Grand National, and racing out towards the next fence. The first on the far side will be fence number 9. West End Rocker has come through to join Junior and perhaps just take it up as they make the run out towards the back straight. Leads by a length. Red Rocco and Lockbar and Harry Topper are right there with the leaders. Wick Hill close up, along with Phil the Power, last year's 5th, as they cross the first down the far side. Bradley is next in the field. Bradley followed then in mid-division by Alpha Victor in dark blue and orange. Then Summary Justice, who's made a few places, alongside Are You Right, Chief. Still going the shortest way is Pete the Feet for Noel Feely. At the back, Suncloud is yet to make any sort of move as they go over the second fence on the far side. And there's no change in the order there, with West End Rocker leading Junior, Red Rocco and Phil the Power. Close up, Lockbar, Harry Topper and Wick Hill. Then just behind them, Alfie Spinner, Pete the Feet and Alpha Victor. Bradley very wide on the course from Goulanes as they take the next over in the back straight. Suncloud and Emperor's Choice were the last 2 to rise as they clear that plain fence over in the back straight. Head towards the last on the far side this time round. This is the 12th of the 24 they will take, and it's West End Rocker who has the advantage as they head towards it. West End Rocker in front for Wayne Hutchinson from Junior, towards the inside for Conor O'Farrell. Close up, Phil the Power. Wick Hill continues to track Junior on the inside. Harry Topper still very wide on the course is next, and that one racing in company with Alfie Spinner, who's made ground, the blue sleeves, to come through and chase the leaders out wide. Still hunting up the leaders is Alpha Victor. Pete the Feet's getting closer to the leaders in dark blue and light blue chevron, and then follows Lockbar. And then further back is Goulanes, patiently ridden from Are You Right, Chief? Emperor's Choice still at the back of the field as they swing left-handed now. Suncloud has been moved towards the outside of runners, but it's still well towards the back of the field with Bradley as they clear the first in the straight. And they're up and over that safely. Still no casualties as they head on towards the open ditch for the second time. Fence number 14. West End Rocker spearheads the field as they head towards it. Junior and the improving Alfie Spinner and Red Rocco the next three, as West End Rocker shifted left there. And there's another mistake from Harry Topper. Harry Topper has gone at that one, and also Sun Cloud made a bad mistake as they continue on then towards the next fence. This is a plain fence as they head up towards the enclosures, and taking this one, it will be out in front, West End Rocker, who leads the way. Looks as if we lost Pete the Feet at the first fence in the straight. Pete the Feet is not with the field now as they race up towards the fence in front of the stands, and it's West End Rocker who leads the way from a junior still well there. Wick Hill is right there with the leaders. Close up races Red Rocco, Phil the Power. The leaders beginning to bunch up with a circuit to go. Alfie Spinner is just behind them with Alpha Victor. Then Summary Justice, Goulane creeping closer against the inside rail. Harry Topper after a couple of blunders now midfield. Sun Cloud is next. Then follows Bradley. Emperor's Choice is driven at the back of the field. Lockbar has lost his place. He's well towards the rear. And also in the rear group is Are You Right Chief, going out into the country for the final circuit in the Betfred Midlands National, and racing then towards the 8th from the finish with West End Rocker continuing to lead the way. Lands a length clear. Phil the Power is next as they head out towards the far side of the course, sharing that second position with Red Rocco, and close up behind them is Alfie Spinner. Junior's now ridden along. Alpha Victor's not far away, just behind the leaders as they race then towards 7 from home. Wick Hill then towards the inside is next. Harry Topper's lost his place now. He's dropped back into the midfield. Lockbar is struggling, and Are You Right Chiefs at the back of the main bunch as they go then towards 6 from home. West End Rocker leads the way, a length clear. Red Rocco, Phil the Power well there with Junior. Wick Hill, Goulane just in behind them with Alpha Victor. 2 lengths then to Alfie Spinner, who's lost ground. Summary Justice is being ridden, as is Bradley, as they race then out towards the last over on the far side. This is 5 from home, and up front it continues to be West End Rocker with the advantage. He leads a length ahead of a closely grouped pack in behind. Wick Hill poised just behind the leader with Alpha Victor ridden along Red Rocco. Goulane coming there strongly just in behind them with the headgear, going past stablemate Junior. It's a mistake by Wick Hill at the last on the far side. Phil the Power just beginning to feel the pinch. Then Summary Justice. Sun Cloud after a couple of mistakes struggling to get on terms, but leaving the back. It's a bold effort from the front here from West End Rocker, who leads the Midlands National field out of the back straight for the final time with 4 to take. Red Rocco and Alpha Victor are on the heels of the leader. They're the front three as they swing in. There's just a length then back to the next, which is Wick Hill driven, but Goulane continues to travel well in behind the leaders for Richard Johnson. Here's 4 from home. West End Rocker over by a length from Alpha Victor. Goulane coming there so smoothly now to join the leaders. Red Rocco driven towards the left. They've gone on from Wick Hill. The final ditch is 3 from home, and it will be West End Rocker and Alpha Victor in the air together from Goulane in 3rd place, and Goulane now being ridden for the first time is 2 lengths behind the leaders. They've kicked on now from Red Rocco, and then follows Wick Hill. The others seemingly well beaten off as they race towards 2 from home. Alpha Victor joining West End Rocker at the second last fence, little between them. Goulane being produced for another effort towards the right, and is now delivering a strong challenge. They've drawn right away from Red Rocco. 3 in line as they head towards the final fence. Goulane on the right, West End Rocker on the left. Alpha Victor close up behind them, but Goulane went on over the final fence, gone on from Alpha Victor. West End Rocker can find no more as they race up towards the line. It's Goulane in front, driven out by Richard Johnson. It's going to be a 4th Midlands National on the spin for David Pipe as Goulane goes on to win the Betfred Midlands National in style. In 2nd place, Alpha Victor. West End Rocker was 3rd. These were followed then further back by Summary Justice, and then Red Rocco. Behind Red Rocco was Phil the Power. Wick Hill